Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we're going to be making a Thinking of You card. But before we get to that, a couple of announcements. This is our paper pumpkin for next month, which is April. Sign up by April 10th, and you will receive this so cool set by Paper Pumpkin. It's enough supplies to make 12 cards with coordinating envelopes, sticker sheets, stamp set, of course. Let's see. And it does coordinate with the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. Okay? So, if you are wanting this, paperpumpkin.com, and then please choose me as your demonstrator. I would so appreciate it. I'm sure that you have heard that our retiring list has come out, so go to my website under Last Chance Products, and this is the Excel sheet that tells you of everything that is leaving. I know a couple of things. Well, I know the Pretty Peacock paper is gone, which I am using today, but you can use other colors. And I'm thinking that that's the only thing besides the Butterfly Designer Series paper, the 6x6 paper that was just available while supplies last. That is also gone. And I'm not for sure of anything else right at the moment. So if you want any of the colors, Pretty Peacock, Purple Posy, Terracotta Tile, Seaside Spray, and Rococo Rose. As far as I know, the ink pads, the re-inkers, the markers, and all of the other paper except for the Pretty Peacock is available. Oh, and the Rococo Rose. The Rococo Rose is also gone. That's right. So those are available as far as right now. Okay. So this is the card that I am going to be making. I needed to make a couple of Thinking of You cards, so this is the card that we're making. It's kind of a fun fold card. This opens and then you can write your message in there. You could put a piece of Velcro on there if you wanted to keep that closed, but once it's in the envelope, I think it's going to pretty much keep itself closed when you take it out. A little bit of adhesive there. All right, so I'm using the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. This is on sale, so if you want that, I would get that soon. This is one of my favorite packs, of course, because it's got a lot of the Pretty Peacock, which is also my favorite retiring in color. I'm very, very sad about that. I'm hoping that at some point that will, when we do like a color refresh, that maybe this will come back, because I have gone, I can't even tell you how many paper packs, paper 8.5 by 11 sheets of, I've gone through packs of them, because I love this so much. All right, so what you're going to need is a piece of, oh, I can't talk today, a piece of Pretty Peacock that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I have that scored at 4 1/4. Now, this Designer Series paper also features, well, let me just get it out so I can make sure I tell you all of the colors. I know it's Old Olive and Just Jade. So, Garden Green, Just Jade, Pear Pizzazz, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, Soft Seafoam, and Whisper White. So, it really has all of the greens in it. So, you could use pretty much anything that you wanted on this. But the Pretty Peacock is my favorite. All right, so that is for that piece. You're also going to need a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5.5, a piece of basic white that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then a piece of basic white that is 1 by 2 3/4. And then we're also going to need a piece of Pretty Peacock, but I am going to cut it off I'm going to use this piece so I don't waste it. So this piece of Pretty Peacock, I already have it scored, and I'm going to cut that off at, cut off 1 1/8. So there's my 1 and there's my 1/8, and I'm going to cut that off of the front panel. Okay? Oh, I'm going to need that. Then we're going to take this piece, that's going to be this little flap right here. So this piece needs now to be cut at 1 1/8 by 3 1/4. So 1 1/8 and then cut it off at 3 1/4. And that's going to make our little swinging piece on the front of our card. All right, okay, so that is all I'm going to need for cardstock. So let's get our little piece of, I don't know if you noticed in the inside of the card right here, there's a little bit of texture, just like that. Okay, and I am using the Greenery, until I haven't done a video in a while, Greenery embossing folders, and I'm using this one right here. So I'm going to use, it's a mini embossing folder, so I'm going to use our little mini embossing machine. I'm going to take the long strip right here, and I'm going to align it up in my embossing folder, and you do want to make sure that you get it straight so that it doesn't look wonky when you get it in your card. All right, and then I'm going to need plate number 1, the embossing plate, and then plate number 3, because this is just a regular embossing folder. This is not a 3D embossing folder. If it was a 3D embossing folder, I would need plate number 4. All right. So now we have this pretty piece of white paper that is embossed. Okay, so now we can take, this is the inside piece, we can take this piece right here and it can adhere to the inside piece. And it's going right up to the edge. It's going right up to the right edge of the design of the basic white piece. All right, going right up to the edge, so it's going to go in there like this. All right. Okay, now let's get our stamping done so that it can dry. I'm going to take the little piece of basic white, and I probably should have cut more than one piece just in case I mess up. I'm going to take my Pretty Peacock ink. I'm using the Woven Heirlooms stamp set for this Thinking of You. This is retiring. My Pretty Peacock ink. I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to have to get this in the middle, or down here, so that I can see it, so I'm sure that you're not going to be able to. But I'll show you in just a second here. Oops. There we go. I didn't mess up. It's a miracle. All right. Okay, so we're going to take this. It's still wet, so I'm going to set that aside there. I'm going to take this little piece of a Pretty Peacock that we cut from that long strip. Oh, I don't want this. You can use this, but it's just as easy to use your Simply Scored. So on my Simply Scored, I'm going to take this little piece of Pretty Peacock, and I'm going to score that at 1/2 inch. Okay. Then I'm going to fold this, or crease it, I should say. Get a good fold crease. And that's going to go like that. Then let's take our piece of Pretty Peacock. We are going to fold this in half. Okay, so this is going to go in here like this and over like this. But what I want to do is I'm going to put glue on the little tab, on that little tab right there. Then I'm going to take my piece of basic white here, and I'm going to line that up, and I'm going to stick this in here about an inch up from the bottom. So I'm lining up 4 little squares, and then I'm sticking this in, and then burnishing that down. All right, so just like that. And I should put my silicone mat underneath there. There we go. All right, so now we can take this and we can put some glue. Use whatever glue you want. And then this can go on the inside of our card, and leaving a nice border on all 4 sides. Okay. And then that goes like that, just like that. Perfect. Okay. All right, now we can take our piece of Designer Series paper here, and that can go on the front of our card. And that again is going to have a nice 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. So line that up. Okay, then I'm going to take my little piece that I stamped, and I think I will use my Stampin' seal. And that's going to go right on this piece here. And this piece is just going to have a 1/16 of an inch border all the way around. Right. All right, here we go. Okay, then I'm going to take some of our butterfly gems, and these come in the current in colors, the 19 to 21. Anyway, they come in the colors that are retiring right now. I'm going to take the Pretty Peacock, and let's see, what did I do? I put a big one down here, and I know you're supposed to do 3s, but I thought 2 was enough for this one. And then a smaller one up here. I guess we could put another one down here, but I'm just going to stick with the 2. I like it with the 2 for some reason. All right, so that is it. It's a pretty simple card, but I think it's really pretty. So there is that one. Let's see if I didn't forget any steps. Nope, looks like I did them all. So there you go. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. Anything to do with the retirement list or anything like that. If you're a customer of mine and have ordered within the last year, no matter what the amount was, you'll be getting a catalog in the mail. If you'd like a catalog, please contact me. I'll be happy to send you one as long as you don't have another active demonstrator. And I think that's it. Have a nice day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.